Yo, what's good? What's the word? What is the word? Hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the notifications as y'all on the Diddy case. As y'all seen that the jury has found P. Diddy guilty of 2 of the 5, like I said yesterday. Then I said it. You gotta give me my props. I said the jury wasn't since the jury wasn't sure on the first count on racketeering. What's good, Jericho? What's up, Sierra? You at work? Yeah. Jericho, you at work? We tune in. Everybody at work but tune in. I knew everybody was gonna be at work. You know, it ain't even 4 o'clock yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be the 9 to 5. But give me my props. I said it. I said that Easy was gonna be a hung jury. I don't know how that would have been on a hung jury, but or they was gonna dismiss the first because they could not prove it wasn't even enough witnesses. You know, just based on yeah. It says 4:31 Eastern time. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. And his bond is supposed to be 5 Eastern time. Let's see. Let me let me see something. Let me tune y'all in. Okay. All right. So it's supposed to be at five o'clock Eastern time that the judge supposed to announce Diddy's bail bond. But yeah, Diddy is expected. Yeah, he's gonna get bail and he's gonna get out. Right. Matter of fact, right now they have prepared. They prepared P Diddy's Miami home. They're preparing it right now as we speak. So they cleaning it up and they they're getting the pool ready. You know what I'm saying? See, P Diddy, he can't wait. It was good self love. P Diddy can't wait to get back in that pool, doing parties again. You know, and since uh, they destroyed P Diddy's image and government. I'm gonna tell you that government you unless you they had no. I don't even know why they even kicked in his door and it raided his homes. You know, and they was basically going. J Rock, what's good? What's good, J Rock? What's up, J Rock? Long time no see. Man, good to hear from the regulars. For real. I thought about getting in early, But now, since you can actually say that it wasn't true because the court said, it's not alleged. See, the court of law has spoken that P. Diddy was not racketeering. So we gotta, give it up for that. You know, they proved P. Diddy's lawyers proved. I told y'all that P. Diddy had the top-notch lawyers, right? And history repeat itself with the Shine incident, right? P. Diddy had the most top-notch lawyers in the world with that one. So, and it was so much a lack of evidence. So many people. So many people was coming forward. Another female and the Jane Doe testified and Cassie testified, which really Cassie lost the case. Cassie should have never testified. I'm gonna just say it like that. Cassie should have never opened her mouth. I think the idea of Cassie testifying because really getting him on racketeering was really the win, right? You couldn't have got him on the other charges, but the number one, count one, was the reason Cassie was speaking for was the racketeering and the sex slaves, all this what she was claiming, that she was a victim of, I got all my regulars in here. Sierra, J Rock, Self Love, Jericho. Oh man, it's a pleasure. I came live at the right time. But we waiting on it now, though. So this is a live. The judge is about to announce at any time, y'all. What time is it? Maybe in the next 20. I say within the next 20 minutes. Either from now within the next 20 minutes. Whether or not P. Diddy is getting out. So hit the like button, y'all. Y'all hit the like. Y'all share this. Want to bring more people up in here. We need more subscribers. We need more super chatters. Right. Share the live. Let me make sure. Let me check and see. Because I know this is a live feed. What I got it on right now. But yeah, like I said yesterday, he's not gonna get convicted of. And I wasn't surprised. Hold up. I wasn't surprised. When I woke up this morning, I woke up a little late. I was supposed to wake up before the time. So I'm like, god dang, the verdict has already been let down. But let me get in for this bond hearing, Let me get in on this bond. Let Let me share the live a little bit more. Share the live. Y'all comments. We all from. We already know we all from. To the new people that join in. Where you from? And what's the, like I say, J Rock, he say what the impacts that this that this case had could be, and I told y'all it's gonna have a strong impact on Kels, R. Kelly. I think that the way you look at racketeering, it should have been the same way. Did they look at it in R. Kelly? You got to look at it in this what. You got to look at the R. Kelly case the same way. Kind of similar, but R. Kelly wasn't accused for no free calls. You know, all these extravagant parties. See, that was the difference. Let me see if we got, because I'm looking at to see if I got news. If the judge, but this is a live feed though, which y'all looking at. We is waiting on the outcome. And let me see. Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm looking to see if it's any latest on if any other place got is further ahead. Let me see. Let's see. Yep. So we on track. You know, we still on track. I want y'all to watch it here. I want y'all to keep it posted here. Because when Diddy walk out them doors, man, we want to comment. We want to comment. Y'all comment what y'all think. I got the whoever want to join the live. You know what I'm saying? I got the link at the top of the screen. I'm gonna just hold on. Let me put the start. I got the link of whoever want to join live before the judge release P. Diddy. Like I said again, P. Diddy is expected to be released. They're getting his home ready now. They're getting his home ready. His Miami home ready. And guess what, y'all? They celebrating with baby oil. Like it was let me see if I can find that baby oil celebration. It was some outside of the courtroom. They were celebrating outside of the courtroom. I hope my stuff don't freeze. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe I'm typing it in wrong. I'm trying to find this baby oil celebration. No, here we go. Hold up. Oh, let me make sure I'm in the studio. Let me show y'all this baby oil celebration. You have a baby oil celebration. So you got a baby oil celebration that's going on like right now outside of the courtroom, and people's just in the street. It's like rioting. Like it's crazy, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's more P Diddy fans than anybody. Like P Diddy, you know, it's some bandwagon jumpers. You know, it's definitely some bandwagon jumpers. Uh, and I think 50 Cent one of them. Hold up, yo. 50 Cent one of them. He said Diddy beat the feds. Yeah, and he did. I knew Diddy was gonna beat the feds. I knew it. I knew that it's like history repeats itself. Really. When he shot that woman and blamed it on Shine. Shine took the case, right? Shine took the rap. You know, that's the excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to make sure that I'm hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, I ain't getting no. That's not word. Hold up. Hold up. Look at the time. So we got a few minutes before the judge could deliver what we expected. Would expected that P Diddy's going to be out, and you know what? Let me tell y'all something. P Diddy is probably going to be on Facebook Live tonight. You know, you never know. You know, thanking the people who've been there for him, right? The ride or dies. He gonna be doing the I told you so's. See, this is more P Diddy doing his rehabilitation, right? This is because he's trying to get back into hip hop. He's trying to take his spot back into hip hop. See, this is what the strategy and a plan that P Diddy's camp got for him. Because you're gonna have to you're gonna need to make some money for the rest of your life, right? You got to feed your family. You got to keep up. So P Diddy's brand, the thing about that is his aim is going to be trying is aimed to, I guess, heal his brand and to restore some of it, a lot of it, right? And he's gonna be able to use it. He's gonna be able to use that because he don't have a convention. He say the courts proved that I wasn't racketeering. Oh yeah, they might have got me up on some soliciting prostitutes, right? But him rehabilitating taking himself is going to start immediately. Puff is going to, like I say, Puff is going to it can be tonight or tomorrow. Puff is going to be on Instagram thanking his fans for sticking in. He can say, "I told you so," because that's who Puff is. He egotistical. When he wins, this is the biggest win for Puff ever. I don't care what Puff win. He won Grammy Awards or he won a damn Oscar. If you beat the feds, that is the biggest win that any of your career because you fighting for your life. You ain't fighting for something that's pretty much meaningless. You fighting to win. You fighting for your life. And this is going to be the biggest ego boost for P Diddy. Y'all thought P Diddy was egotistical before. P Diddy is 50 times egotistical now. And he even turned to his lawyers and said, I'm going home. Regardless of them two convictions. Them two convictions carry up to 10 years. A piece, I believe. But he's probably not gonna do like a few years for each count of those. But the ego boost though, did he beat the feds, he beat racketeering, he beat something that R. Kelly didn't beat. He beat something that Bill Cosby, he beat something that Michael Jackson. Right? P. Diddy's ego is about to be through the roof. You thought he was cocky then on the wins. He fought for his life and he won. So P. Diddy, y'all ain't seen nothing yet from P. Diddy. P. Diddy is gonna fight hard. He ain't gonna be silent because let me tell you something. He was silent during the time that they was the feds was watching him. He was silent during that time. Y'all ain't hear nothing from P. Diddy. But now he's proven that he is no sex trafficker. So nobody can't hold that over his head. Nobody can't say allegedly, nothing no more. He can say he didn't do it. And he's credible for it. He beat the whole public. P. Diddy, not only did he beat the feds, he beat everybody too. He beat everybody who was making memes on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, TikTok. He beat them too. So he beat everybody and he proved them wrong. P. Diddy is a monster. Y'all done turned P. Diddy into a monster. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all can't get him with that LGBTQ community stuff no more. Y'all can't get him with that because guess what? They celebrate the LGBTQ community. So he's in. Bisexual, you cannot. P. Diddy is out the closet. And let me tell y'all something. This is a big relief for P. Diddy. This is a huge relief for P. Diddy. Because he can get that off of his chest that yeah, I've been gay since the 90s. Right? And you know what? P. Diddy was everybody was saying that about P. Diddy, his freak offs. People knew that about P. Diddy. So guess what? P. Diddy got the LGBTQ community with him. So that's a big step forward. Two is what you can't make fun of him. P. Diddy's team has a scheme. I'm telling y'all, P. Diddy's team has a scheme. We got a couple minutes before this bail hearing. Again, at any time, the judge could release. So this is a live feed right here. Y'all hit that like button that they can come out and say that, well, P. Diddy has been released. And like I said, getting on to P. Diddy. Some people are gonna say P. Diddy going into hiding, y'all ain't gonna hear from him in a while. No, P. Diddy is going to come out immediately. Well, what you think about what R. Kelly gonna do? R. Kelly ain't in hiding nothing like that. R. Kelly is being real vocal in prison. If he could, R. Kelly would be out on social media. He making a whole bunch of songs, releasing them. It ain't no hiding behind. His image have been vindicated. See, when the courts approve that you say that you've been innocent, guess what? America is gonna think that you're innocent now. All the court, just because the court said that you innocent, right? You can be guilty and be convicted felon, but you know, but excuse me. But P. Diddy has that leverage. He has that leverage to use to say, no, I am not a convicted have not been convicted for racketeering. He has all the credibility. He used that in the public. So nobody cannot say that anything against P. Diddy again. I'm telling y'all again, when Diddy get on Instagram Live, Diddy is going to be flexing in front of y'all. All y'all haters out there, that hated on, he was making fun on, or P. Diddy. P. Diddy got words for y'all. Mm-hmm. And Cassie. Let's get into Cassie. Right. Right. Cassie just made a post that P. Diddy should not be out. Was good, Phantom Davidson. Phantom Davidson. She recently read a post that he's a danger to the community. Well, the feds just let him out and said that he wasn't a danger. So with the way. Excuse me there for a second, y'all. Excuse me there for a second. I still got on my pajama, y'all. Phantom, you say justice is not served? So you saying P. Diddy is guilty, Phantom? I'm gonna hear from y'all. How many of y'all in the comments? Let me know in the comments. I want to get some of y'all involved. Hit that link if you want to join this live real fast before the judge. Like I said, we waiting on the let me see if it's. We are waiting on. So okay, it's at the it's 5 Eastern. So the judge should be almost in the courtroom now. Let's see. Yep, it's still no word. But at any minute, y'all. Sierra, you say you definitely feel P. Diddy is guilty on a lot of those. See, the difference is it wasn't enough witnesses on the stand, right? They acquitted Jane Doe for that inconsistent testimonial. See, it was all about the prosecution. The prosecution was really flawed in this case. They dropped the ball, basically. I mean, I don't know what they was thinking. Because the thing about it, you're going to try to bring these main witnesses in, especially for Cassie. Hold on, this press conference is about to happen, I think. Okay, no, it's not. But you trying to get him on a racketeering charge, but you don't have nobody. You only got 2 witnesses. It's like, and they dropped the charges. I mean, when they dropped all of those charges, I mean, that told me right there. That gave me the outcome that they just don't have no faith. When they was dropping all these charges, that's how I knew they were gonna drop the RICO charge. When it was dropping all those charges against Diddy, I knew that they were gonna drop that RICO. But that's all it was. They dropped the ball. P. Diddy got the best lawyers in the world. And it was just so much lack of evidence, and they was trying to use P. Diddy. You know, the perception of P. Diddy beating Cassie in the elevator. He was beating Cassie in the elevator, by the elevator, and they wanted that right there for Puffy to look like a monster. They wanted that right there to make the whole perception, just like it did to the world, right? It did it to the world. It convinced the world that P. Diddy was a monster because he got a couple licks on the elevator and a couple kicks. The jury looked and seen right through that. Oh, y'all want that's a criminal empire? He didn't even hit her. He only hit her. He thumped her a few times. Maybe kicked her a few. I mean, come on now. And y'all got to look at it like that. The whole world believed that he was a monster because of that incident on that elevator with Cassie. And let me tell y'all something. They edited and cut out a whole lot. Yeah, they edited and cut out a whole lot. But when that video came out, the public was convinced that P. Diddy was a monster. Does it make you a monster because you got a couple licks on your significant other? Does that make you a monster? Yeah, but does that make you a RICO? Should that bring just domestic violence charges, or should that bring RICO charges? You got to think about that. So of course they dropped the ball. They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. On 5 counts, and the counts was Cassie, RICO, Cassie, a few, soliciting. And just the thing about it, the deliberation was fairly quick. They didn't take a long time. It only take 2.5 days. And this is how you can tell, like, it's just straight up common sense. And this is, you got to think about it. Cassie already got the $30 million. She got $30 million. He settled with her for $30 million. So, this is a lesson. When you get into a millionaire status and you get money, right? You cannot exercise your freedom of what you want, like freak offs. Even though P. Diddy is nice. I gotta look at him as a nice. P. Diddy is very, I say, they use his flamboyancy. I will say they use that as a predator, right? And they use that against him. Let me see. They use that against him. And he was just only trying to have fun, probably. Hold on, let me get to a. Let me see if I can see another live feed. This verdict. All right, so we trying to get a whole live thing. I can't use the voice. Let's see. I have to take this audio out so we won't get hit on the copyright strike. Let's see. Yeah, we still waiting here. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like. Hit the like. We about to get what the judge say on this case. We about to get what the judge gonna release, but I'm saying again. Again, P. Diddy is going to go home. So he will. We just waiting on how much it is, and then they're gonna just send the money rest. How much it cash or card? That's what they're gonna say. The projected bond is supposed to be at $1 million, but as soon as he say, as soon as the judge give the okay, they gonna be P. Diddy gonna be like cash or card. Right. So that is, the projection of, this outcome. Y'all don't even got to hear what they got to say. The talk, all the small talk, and for hip hop. Let me ask y'all that in a question: Is in the audience, is this a win for hip hop? Is this a win for hip hop? Did hip hop take back one of its pioneers and what they lost? Because let me tell y'all something: we couldn't lose R. Kelly and P. Diddy. We couldn't do that. I mean, we need both of them, but you got Michael Jackson. It could I mean I think that P Diddy is gonna win his image back. I think he's gonna be back to the P Diddy that he wants. But you gotta say this: is he that great to do that? Is he the greatest? One is he that great to do that? Because I'm telling y'all, Michael Jackson was great. That's why he did that. He was able to come back and the world just loved Michael Jackson, regardless of the allegations. So I think it should be the same. I think the separation should be I, I think the separation should be with the music, right? Shouldn't have nothing to do with how great P. Diddy was. So Diddy, there we go. So P. Diddy should hold on. Let me see if they come to some type of conclusion. Nope.
Of course, I'm going to say.
Hell yeah. Yo, we still ain't got no no word, but I guarantee y'all, P Diddy. I knew the thing. What I can't relate to release is wait till Diddy get home. You know, like I say, Diddy is probably gonna go either go on Instagram Live tonight. You know, this win was so big for him.
On record for the year so far. Let's have a listen in on what it sounded like outside the courthouse when Sean Diddy Combs' mother emerged after the verdict was rendered. We saw her blowing kisses to people, and
Oops.
and coming to court as Lisa. Time separate from that, we saw out of the back entrance of this federal courthouse the federal court.
Damn. It's it's already a part. Y'all know they setting up as we speak. We talking about now as we speak. They are setting up, which probably is gonna be the biggest coming home party that there ever gonna be. P Diddy might lay off the freak off because P Diddy ain't had nothing in a while. So this big party that they about to have at P Diddy's Miami home tonight when he get out of jail. It's going to be crazy. So, Chris, Crystal, I'm just calling you Crystal, okay? Because I can't. Let me see if that's. Let's see.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal. You know what? Tell me what it is that's going on right now, guys.
So I'm trying to confirm to see if the bail was denied, but just because the bail was denied tonight, don't mean it could be too soon. You know what I'm saying? Just because the bail was denied today doesn't mean his bail is not going to be denied. He's going to have another hearing maybe next week or so, or something like that. So just because the bail was denied tonight, don't believe it could be way too soon. Especially after this trial, and you talking about a two. He got convicted of 2 counts, which, like I said, is he going to be pardoned by? He's probably not getting on it. I'm making sure that that's that's a true. Reach my conclusion. Let me say something.
And to my point moments ago, that's what the law is. But we like to think that from the outside looking in, when someone's been charged with such a egregious and horrible acts, and jury of your
all right, so yeah,
so quickly, there should be a means to say you should be free.
Diddy's bail was denied, but still, that don't. Diddy's gonna have like multiple hearings, throughout, just because his bail was denied, they gonna come back and grant him bail, So it's like just because when your bail gets denied, right? Even if you in regular court or something like that, even if you always have court hearings afterwards based on the sentencing. So sentencing, the judge probably have to properly, go through the sentencing, whether, what he's going to be sentenced, and all of this is too soon because the thing about it was he just got pleaded not guilty. The sentence just been handed down. So they got to figure out all of the, the sentencing, the proper sentences for them they want to do in the future, whether they want to go on probation. They got to go come up with, so it's and in another thing with the Trump, like the lawyers got they got this shit in the back pocket. It's okay. Don't worry about this, Diddy. Don't worry. Don't worry about this, Diddy. We got this. We got Trump. Trump gonna pardon your last little few charges. That ain't nothing. Come on now, yeah. You think that's something? Those little few charges when he didn't pardon Larry Hoover, Kodak Black, and T.I. from and Lil Wayne. So this probably a little 5-year sentence that they give P. Diddy. 5 years. We were 5 years, 85% of right. So that's a little P. Diddy gonna have to spend a little bit more time. When the sentencing was a few days. Sentencing's got to be like tomorrow or something. he held us, so he could be out. Like I said, he could be out within the next few days. For real, like I said, the judge got to decide on sentencing, how many years they're gonna give him, or what they're gonna do. Is he eligible for bail? P. Diddy don't have a previous record. P. Diddy don't have his previous record. So all of those factors, if you was a 2-time felon, trust me, P. Diddy is not going to do no time regardless of whether he get probation or not. Whether he do some years in maybe he do maybe sometime in prison, or maybe he do the rest on probation. That's how it works when you're a first-time felon. Whether they were on a concussion, and sometime, remember y'all, P. Diddy have already done a year already. So that year, they got to calculate a whole lot of stuff. That year over sentencing, suspended, they can say, oh, I sentence you to 10 years maximum, with sentencing suspended, plus you got a reconciliation. You got to go speak in front of the public and do all type of charity work, and all this millions of dollars of restitutions you have to pay, because of course P. Diddy's gonna have to pay some millions of dollars of restitutions. He got that. I'm telling y'all, that slims times off, and that's something that R. Kelly didn't have. He didn't have the millions of dollars of restitutions that he could pay or owe the public or give to charity to slim some of that time off of him. So P. Diddy have the resources really now. Remember, like when T.I. was and he's supposed to do fair time, but he only got a year. Only got a year, but he had to go in front of the and speak to, and he had the money to pay. So this is the same thing with P. Diddy. P. Diddy got the money to pay. This is a factor. See, R. Kelly was broke when he went to jail. Money like that, like P. Diddy. He's not a billionaire like P. Diddy. So of course, if you get off of a racketeering charge and get convicted of 2 felony charges to carry sentences up to 10 years, those 8 felonies, I believe. But since it's your first offense, the factors, who is, considering your age or how many offenses that you have, your criminal record, which P. Diddy don't have a criminal record. So I'm just letting y'all know, if you a P. Diddy, if you don't like P. Diddy, and he's not getting, you got to consider all these factors. That P. Diddy don't have a record, right? He ain't got a record. This is going to consider it in his sentence. Is he a flight risk? Or can he pay restitution? Can he be of some type of charity? And those are the factors that matter. So Sierra, you say October 31st, October 3rd is the sentencing. So in that time, right? In that time, P. Diddy gonna be in jail that whole time, right? Time served, and I think P. Diddy is gonna go get out on probation. We're gonna have some type of real strict probation, probably about 5 to 10 years probation. I mean, I've seen it done all the time. I had ninjas surrounding me who've been in the feds. Well, I'm talking about for worse charge. We're talking about time felons, two to 3 time felons. Like, I know the system. I know how it works. So, in Indiana, in New York are very similar. When it comes to the feds. Especially when you got your first 2 felons. You got your first 2 felons, you ain't looking at no real time. You ain't looking at time at all, really. So it's like when you know the system and you've been in the system for a while, you know how the feds operate. You can kind of predict what's gonna happen. Like, I know the system. I've been in the system. I know how they work. Especially for a first time. Yo, you ain't get when a new ninja come in jail and then he fell to tell her his first, it don't matter what his first offense is. Oh no, you good, man. That's your first offense. Who all my ninjas who been to jail at? Who been to prison? And they were like, oh, you good, fam? I done said this to so many ninjas before. Oh, you good, fam? That's your first offense. That's gonna slap on the wrist. You get a lawyer. You might do a little bit of time here, but you good, man. You gonna get out. Yeah. P. Diddy gonna get out. P. Diddy's gonna get out in what you say, Sierra? It's in October. if and let me tell y'all this, y'all forgot about Trump, then y'all. Y'all forgot all about Trump. Trump is going to pardon the rest of these charges. If you want R. Kelly to be pardoned, y'all, you have to root for Diddy. See, if you have to root for Diddy, or if things go right with Diddy, things go right with Kels. And that's how it works. Diddy have paved the way. He opened the door. And that's all I got. We got the verdict, y'all. If anything new comes out of this, I'm gonna get with you. I gotta go. Sierra, the sentencing is on the 3rd. We'll see, and we have more on this later tonight. Hey, y'all go back and watch the live last night. Me and my brother Sierra Day was up in there. Original Mad Pill. We was back yesterday. We're gonna be back maybe tonight or tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Hit the notification. I appreciate you, Sierra. Only one. Crystal, thanks for bringing Phantom J Rock. As always, self love. Gems. And there you have it.